I'm Janice Murphy Rising, and I am going to talk to you today about wings. So, if you are familiar with the Enneagram, you know that it is a 9 point system. Ennea means nine, gram means diagram, and it is meant to help us understand our internal way of showing up and processing in the world. And so, you might be familiar enough to know what your number is, which is great. This will make a lot more sense if you do know your number. So your wings are essentially the two numbers that are right alongside you. And you are not just your number, you are influenced by the whole system, and the way you show up in that system is what your Enneagram number is. And so everybody has a number, and then they have the two wings that are next to them. And the way you relate to those different wings makes you unique and different from other people that have your number or your type. I think of wings as being kind of like my number is sort of like the main dish. So it's like the potatoes. But like my wings are like the sauces or the spices that might be, that might make up that potato as well. I like thinking of myself as being a potato. So uh, it's just easier for me to use myself as an example. I am a type 6. The type 6 is often thought of as being the loyal skeptic. It's a head type. Sixes are right in the middle of the fear or the mind triad. And so sixes have two wings that are also in that triad, which means that I hold all the fear slash head types in my system and myself. And so the 5 is considered the observer, the 7 is considered the adventurer or the Epicurean. And so as a 6, I have a relationship to those two numbers, and I feel into those numbers more, even though I'm a head type, than I might other numbers. And I would say that at times I've been, for example, more unconscious of my relationship to my 5 wing than I have been to my 7 wing. So people tend to favor one wing over a number. And so you'll often hear people say, hi, I'm a type 6 wing 7. And I prefer to think that if I'm really going to fly as a human being, I need both my wings to fly. And so the more you understand both your numbers and how you connect to those numbers, I think that will help to really enhance your true self and enhance who you really are. So for me, as a type 6, I am a loyal skeptic. And I would say for me, where 5 comes in, is 5 really allows me to sit back and be more reserved and really collect all the information that I need and really get a really clear felt sense. People that know me know, and trying to learn how to dance, for example, I need to have sort of like a tutorial of all the steps before I can try them. And that's where my 5 wing shows up. For me, the type 7, which I tend to lean a little bit more easily into, that part of me is can be very entertaining and fun and kind of lighthearted and playful. And so that type for me shows up if I'm interacting with other people or socializing, or, I can see that people are uncomfortable maybe with deeper conversations. And so I want to use that as a way to build rapport or help people just feel more at ease. The way that I can be strategic with both these numbers as a 6 is to get a felt sense of when the 5 might be really helpful for me and when the 7 might be really helpful for me. So for example, if I'm just getting to know people, being in my 5 space can be a little intimidating because I'm more aloof when I'm in my 5 space. I'm more observant. I'm not as positive seeming as I would be if I were leading more with my 7 wing. And so I've learned that in situations where people are just getting to know me or that they're just getting to get warmed up, that I don't tend to lead as much with my 5 wing. With my 7 wing, I can be over enthusiastic in some situations where if people don't know me well, or because 6 is an intensity type, I can come across as being really intense. And so I've learned as I've gotten to know my relationship to my 7, when to rein that in a little bit so that people have a chance to really, see me and understand who I am. So overall, wings are the two numbers that are beside you. Some people have a preference for one wing or another. And so you might say I'm a type 6 wing 7 or whatever your number is, and that's okay. You do still use both of your wings. And so what I would encourage you to do is, as you sit with what your number is, to pay attention to how both the high side of your wings on either side of you help support your awareness and understanding of your Enneagram type and your relationship to other numbers. All right. Have fun flapping your wings.